Hi, my name's Stacy McCaskill, and welcome to your organizational behavior class at Rock Valley College BUS170. This is a short intro to organizational behavior and how the course is structured. So let's get right to it. I'm going to minimize my video recording here and give you a little tour of our webpage on Eagle. So once you click into Eagle and you see BUS170, you'll see here's all my info on how to get a hold of me and contact me. This is on the syllabus link, which is basically the home page to this site. And you can see there's a very succinct module list and a schedule on this first page when you log in. And if you page down and look at that, you'll see that there are basically eight modules in total for this course. Each module takes about 2 weeks to cover, and that's how you'll be working through this course. For the deliverables on the course, let's just look at Module 1. And by deliverables, I mean the assignments that you need to submit and how you need to basically document that you're achieving the competencies or the learning objectives that are set out for this particular course. So here's Module 1, and you can see not the chapter topics, but the topics for Module 1 are diversity and perception. This is covering chapters 1 and 2 in your textbook. Typically in each module I do have learning objectives outlined there, as well as PowerPoints from each of the chapters that you need to read. There will be some video segments that you can look at, and occasionally there's just different links to resources that you can access so that you can acquire the knowledge and research what you need to research to find out and learn more about that particular topic. What you will see within each module is the individual assignments and group assignments that will be due for that particular module. And as you can see in this Module 1, all we have is we have 2 assignments for this first module. They're both due, in this case, September 9th. If you're taking this course over the summer or in the spring, your due dates will be listed there, and it's laid out exactly the same each semester. So this first assignment is a discussion posting that's due, and then there's a project assignment here that's due as well, and that's just a really easy way to keep track of what is due each semester. Another way that you can kind of keep track of what's going on is you can look at these 2 different tabs that we have here, are links on this navigation menu on the left hand side. There's an assignments link which you can click on, and that basically lists all the upcoming assignments, including group project things and individual discussion posts that you need to do. That's all listed there. There's also a discussions tab or link that you can click on, and that basically just lists all of the discussions that are due. And you can see all of the due dates here, and as you begin to complete those, it'll show what grade that you're getting on each of these items. Another way to kind of follow along is to click on calendar. And when you click on the calendar, it will populate with all of the items that are due for submission that current week. And you see that I try to be consistent and make everything due on a Friday evening. So you have discussion posts, you have project assignments, different things, you have exams, different things that are due. So getting back to our course, basically you can see what we have here is we have a bunch of modules that you work through. Let me go to the modules again. You have modules that you work through. Here's some introductory course information, some factorials that we put together for you, project information. And then once you get into these modules, again, it's just laid out very simply for you what's due in that particular module. Here's a module. Again, it's all laid out what is due within that module. Module 3, it's about motivation. You see you have a couple of discussion posts, you got a couple project assignment posts, etc. So I think the organization of the course should be fairly intuitive, and you should be able to navigate around there. If you do have any questions, we have created this raise your hand Q&A forum. So if you click on that, I've created this raise your hand forum. All you have to do is click in this little reply box here and enter a question. So for example, in this course, John entered a question, will we need to purchase a text? And I answered, yes, you will need to purchase textbooks. You can purchase either online code or the regular print copy of the textbook. And then he had another question there about the version, and I have to kind of look up the text to see if that's the proper version or not. So anyways, this is a great place for you to list your questions and get those answered, and then the whole class kind of get those answers all at the same time. Getting back to modules here, let me click on that again. Oh no, let me go to assignments. Clicking on assignments. So as you can see here, these are all the assignments to do, and basically you have basically 3 different things that you need to do for this course. You need to do discussion posts, and there's a rubric in the website I'll pull up that shows you exactly how you're supposed to write a really good discussion post, a good critical analysis of the topic that you're supposed to be discussing with your classmates online. And there are quizzes, and then there's the group project. So there's basically those 3 deliverables that happen throughout the semester. And again, if we go back to the home page here, you can see how those assignments are weighted. I have that over here on the right hand side. The discussion posts that you do are worth 60%, the exams are worth 20%, and your group project is worth 20%. So you can see these discussions are really critical. So let's go back to the section on the site that talks about the discussion requirements. Since that is 60% of your grade, you really need to read this discussion requirements and grading rubric. This is listed under the very first module that's listed in there called course information. If you click into that, there's a rubric here that you can click into. And this gives you a very detailed discussion requirements and a grading rubric. And I won't take time in this video to go over all this, but be sure to read through this so that you can create a really good discussion post. And not only in this post are you demonstrating your competency or demonstrating that you understand the information that has been given to you, you know how to work with it critically. You're basically demonstrating that you've achieved the learning objectives of that particular module, but you're also deepening your knowledge and understanding of that module, of the course topic within that module, because as you begin to draft those posts and write down your thoughts, your learning evolves and it grows deeper. As you interact with your fellow classmates, your learning evolves and it grows ever deeper. So that's the purpose of these posts, is not only to facilitate your own learning, but also to document your competency within that particular topic area. Okay, the last thing I want to cover is just to talk about what organizational behavior is and what it's a study of. And I think there's a really great I had a really great slide in module 1. So if you go into module 1 and open this PowerPoint for chapter 1, this chapter 1 PowerPoint is obviously it's a great introduction to organizational behavior, to the whole course. That's what this first chapter is about. And so I kind of want to go down to this one chart where it talks, here it is. It talks about 3 levels of analysis of organization behavior. And you can see we have the individual level, the group level, and the organization level. So we have this individual, group, organization level. The organization level is about how the organization culture affects people's behavior, not only the manager's behavior, but everybody's behavior within the organization. The group level is how a given manager's personality might affect a team. So this is an example of how personality might affect a team. An individual level is how the manager's personality itself might affect a team. And this is an example, so you can look at this instead of talking about a specific manager, basically organization-wide. How does the culture of the organization impact performance within the organization? How do group dynamics, our understanding of group dynamics, impact the performance of the organization? And how does our understanding of individual differences, personality, etc., impact the performance of individuals within the organization? And one of the ways to look at it is on the individual level, what you could think about is we're looking at individual differences, we're looking at emotions and attitudes, perception and learning, how individuals are motivated. Those are all things kind of individual psychology of the individual and how those things impact performance. Along the group level or the team level, we're looking at things like decision-making processes and tools, creativity and innovation, conflict and negotiations, ethics. These are all kind of social psychology types of things, not individual psychology, but sociology or social psychology. How do people interact within groups? How do groups influence the performance of individuals? And then how does that overall impact the performance of the organization as a whole? And then the last level again, or the most macro level, is organization processes, and that's things like culture, organizational culture, the strategy, how organizations handle change and development of the organization, how organizations utilize structure and utilize technology within the organization. So there are these 3 levels of analysis that we'll be thinking about as we move throughout this course. And basically it's all about how to get individuals who are working in groups to perform at their best within a larger organization so that the organization improves performance and is able to meet the goals of the organization and to be a highly effective and sustainable organization. So that's what we'll be talking about throughout the semester. And if you have any questions, again, I'm always available. Please text me, email me, post questions in our Q&A forum, and let's have a great semester together. Thank you.